Hello fanciers. Welcome back to the Game Dog Caribbean channel. The content you experience here is fictional and for entertainment purposes only, something like a Harry Potter book, or the story of the Avatar, The Last Airbender and content of that nature. Please like, comment, and share this video and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever new content is posted to this channel. For this episode, we will recount the SummerSlam 24 War Who Show Up international convention that took place in the summer of 1924. Show number 1. OWK's Caesar one-time winner versus LGK's Freddie one-time winner, males, set at 45 pounds. Referee, DDK. For this hunt, the OWK club was bringing back out their one-time winner Caesar that forced the ABM team to pick up their rough high-ability young boss prospect, while the LGK team was bringing back out their one-time winner Freddie, that out-hunted the PBK team on his last outing. At the scale, OWK's Caesar, 45 pounds, 5 ounces. LGK's Freddie, 44 pounds, 15 ounces. From the release, Caesar met his hog on the other side of the trail and began shooting for the front end and throw to establish dominance on the hunt, while Freddie was trying to keep his hog out but began hitting the mat early on. Caesar was beating Freddie to the punch early on and hitting up his bore any spot left open while Freddie was off to a slower start. Caesar was showing good strength and ability for the first 10 minutes and began heating up shortly after and hitting the mat more often, while Freddie was trying to control his bore from the head and ear and driving without hold on occasion. Freddie on the other hand was maintaining a more consistent pace and began hitting up his bore in the front end and underarm when the hunt slowed down. Freddie was showing good mouth on the hunt as Caesar was fading with his back end failing. Freddie began dominating on the trail while Caesar was having a difficult time with his hog. They completed some convincing scratches each before Caesar refused to continue on his turn to go. Winner, LGK's Freddie two-time winner in 1 hour and 27 minutes. Show number 2. FLK/HHK's Kong vs DVK and the Cruz Spinaz, males, set at 40 pounds. Referee, CCK. For this hunt, the HHK team was conditioning and handling the Kong prospect shipped to them to compete by their friends from the FLK team. Kong was bred down from a Buck Wild Disaster Foundation with a heavy Jeep Red Boy outcross. The DVK team was using their Spinaz prospect to get the job done, that was bred down from their own stuff and some outs. At the scale, FLK/HHK's Kong, 39 pounds, 13 ounces. DVK and the Cruz Spinaz, 39 pounds, 13 ounces. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle shuffling for shoulder and front end holds. Spinaz hit the mat early on while trying to keep his bore out by the head and face while Kong was showing good strength on the hunt, hitting up his hog in the shoulders and throat. Spinaz continued trying to keep his hog out by the muzzle and ear while Kong continued driving for his bore's throat. Spinaz eventually regained his footing and shook his bore off his feet by the front legs, while Kong continued to drive for the front and back end but was unable to get in initially. Kong then regained his footing but this time his bore had him pinned by the bottom jaw, while Spinaz on the other side of the trail was trying to stay out of trouble. Spinaz began folding up while Kong continued to dominate on the hunt showing good strength and conditioning. Kong moved to his bore's underarm and continued to fold up his catch on the trail. Spinaz on the other side of the trail was still on the defense, trying to keep his bore off by the muzzle and ear. Kong began heating up and hitting the mat on occasion and his bore would try to go in but not for long. Spinaz on the other hand was going to the muzzle and face and hurting his bore. The pace began slowing around the 38-minute mark and Spinaz was beginning to fade on the trail hitting the mat more often. Kong was still going in on his bore on the other side of the trail. Handles were achieved over the 40-minute mark with Spinaz to go and he completed a stumbling scratch as Kong continued to dominate his bore. Handles were achieved again in short order with Kong to go, and he completed a bolting scratch putting his hog to the mat and shaking viciously in the front end. Handles were achieved again around the 50-minute mark and Spinaz hesitated before completing his scratch and hit the mat soon after as his hog was having his way with him. Kong completed another bolting scratch before Spinaz stood the line around the 57-minute mark. Kong then scratched to win to end the hunt. Winner, FLK/HHK's Kong one-time winner in 58 minutes. Show number 3. BHK's Pablo vs CMK's Glock 40, males, set at 39 pounds. Referee, CCK. For this hunt, both teams were bringing some prospects to the trail to get the job done. At the scale, BHK's Pablo, 38 pounds, 9 ounces. CMK's Glock 40, 39 pounds, 5 ounces. From the release, both hounds met their hog in the middle, wrestling for holds in the shoulder. Glock 40 moved to the chest, putting his boar to the mat, while Pablo was on an early defense trying to keep his boar out by the muzzle. Glock 40 was showing good strength and ability, while Demon had not yet gotten an answer for his boar from the mat. Pablo eventually regained his footing, continuing to defend and put his boar to the mat briefly, while Glock was on the other side of the trail trying to maintain dominance. Pablo began shooting for the shoulder, sometimes driving without a hold, while Glock was going for his boar's shoulders and chest with good success. Handles were achieved with Pablo to go, and he completed his scratch screaming on the way across, and 40 continued to dominate on the hunt. Handles were achieved again with 40 to go, and he bolted across the trail, putting his boar to the mat while Pablo was fading on the hunt. Pablo completed another stumbling scratch, but he was losing steam, while Glock continued to hit up his boar on the mat by the ear, forcing protest. Handles were achieved again with CMK to go, and Glock completed another bolting scratch. 1 hour and 10 minutes in, Pablo was out of it, and the BHK team threw in the towel, and Pablo was counted out on courtesy. Winner, CMK's Glock 40 one-time winner in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Show number 4. STJK/HHK's Trouble one-time winner versus DDK/CFK's Demon, males, set at 39 pounds. Referee, HRK. For this hunt, the STJK team sent the HHK team their one-time winner Trouble, that picked up his first ribbon out hunting GS9K in 36 minutes at Warvention 23. The DDK/CFK combine, on the other hand, was bringing out a prospect to get the job done. At the scale, STJK/HHK's Trouble, 37 pounds, 8 ounces. DDK/CFK's Demon, 36 pounds, 15 ounces. From the release, both hunters met their hog in the middle, with Demon going to the head and maintaining there for a while as Trouble went for his boar's chest. Demon continued to take his boar out by the head and ear, while Trouble continued going for his boar's front end and chest. The hounds were swapping even with their boar for the first 10 minutes. 15 minutes in, Trouble went to his boar's back end, causing it to look about the trail, after which Demon managed to get his boar out by the muzzle. Trouble was showing good mouth on the hunt, and Demon eventually gained control of his boar by the muzzle around the 25-minute mark. A turn was called and acknowledged on Demon. 30 minutes in, Trouble got back into his boar's stifle and kidney area, forcing protest as Demon was having trouble with his boar on the other side of the trail and snapping. Handles were achieved, and Demon was counted out trying to escape the arena, and Trouble made a convincing scratch to win, just before the 40-minute mark. Winner, STJK/HHK's Trouble two-time winner in 39 minutes. Show number 5. WSEK Team Crows General two-time winner BIS versus PPK and the Cruise Bloodworm one-time winner BIS and QPA, males, set at 35 pounds. Referee, DDK. For this hunt, the WSEK Team Crow was bringing back out their General two-time winner hound that out-hunted CK and HGK for his previous outings, picking up the BIS accolade along the way. General was a direct son of champion Red Crow BIS, ROM. The PPK team, on the other hand, was bringing back out their Bloodworm hound that out-hunted DWK Team Crow's president in 13 minutes at Warvention 23, forcing pickup and awarded the BIS and QPA accolades. Bloodworm was a direct son of TCC's Bloodman two-time winner one-time loser GIS. At the scale, WSEK Team Crow's General, 35 pounds, 3 ounces. PPK and the Cruz Bloodworm, 35 pounds, 1 ounce. From the release, both hounds met their hog in the middle, with General putting his boar to the mat as Worm was trying to keep his hog out at the start. From the onset you could appreciate the difference in size and reach of the two animals wrestling with the boar to establish dominance. The hounds proceeded to swap evenly in the face for the first 3 minutes before Worm started beating his boar to the punch. General on the other side of the trail began having a difficult time on the defense, trying to keep his hog out by the head and face, but with not much success. Worm proceeded to hit up his boar any spot left open and extending his lead on the hunt, while General did not have an answer for his catch on the other side of the trail and showing signs on confusion, taking hold of his own leg briefly on the hunt. The WSEK team eventually asked for a scratch to continue just over the 20-minute mark, which was granted, and General completed his scratch and Worm continued to hit up his boar on the other side of the trail. The WSEK team threw in the towel at the 23-minute mark. Winner, PPK and the Cruz Bloodworm, 2-time winner BISQPA in 23 minutes. SummerSlam 24, War Who Show Up International Convention. GIS, LGK's Freddy, 2-time winner GIS. BIS, PPK and the Cruz Bloodworm, 2-time winner, 2-time BISQPA. BCD, CMK's Glock 40, 1-time winner BCD. QPA, PPK and the Cruz Worm, 2-time winner, 2-time BIS, 2-time QPA. Thanks to the hunting clubs for providing inspiration for these fictional accounts. Thank you for watching and continue to tune in to the Game Dog Caribbean channel. Until next time, the best place to begin is square one, and remember, good dogs are where you find them. Be sure to comment, like and share this video and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new content.